Good morning. I don't have much of anything to do today, so I figured I'd come on for a morning stream, see if anybody wanted to talk about what's been going on the last 24 hours, maybe hear from me directly what I think about it rather than saying a bunch of shit that completely misrepresents my position. So if anybody wants to come on and chat, then go for it. Because everybody was spending their time talking about me last night. I've been reading some interesting just people that put this way better than I can, of like why everybody is just kind of like, oh well, like I can't bother to be outraged right now. Like I'm not pissed off. It sucks that he got shot. It sucks that he died. I feel really bad for his kids because his wife and kids were there in the audience. And I mean, his kids are young. They're not going to ever know their dad. They're going to grow up and probably run into that clip online multiple times as they get older. And yeah, they didn't deserve any of that. And he didn't deserve it either, which is what everybody seems to think my position is that he deserved to get shot. So if you actually want to talk to me about what I think, then let's talk. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't like it. I hate it. I'm not running around like gleeful about it, but like, where was this energy when the Minnesota state rep and her husband got killed and the golden retriever got killed? All I heard online was that it was a false flag operation and it's not real. And then, oh, go back to when Nancy Pelosi's husband got nearly beat to death with a hammer. And the reaction was, oh, it was probably his gay lover. And now you want me to like be all upset when some fucking guy who says a bunch of shit on the internet takes one in the neck? Like, I'm sorry, that my empathy went away a long time ago. I feel bad for his kids. I feel bad for his kids, and I feel bad for kids that die in school shootings. Oh yeah, man, everybody heard about it. I've seen a couple different videos. When stuff like this happens, I get really invested in like, how did it all go down? And they have CNN, and I'm sure a bunch of other places have like their visual investigations thing where they go on and they find all the videos and all the angles. And in one of the video angles, somebody's filming from inside a building and across like their kind of quad, and you can see somebody running across the roof. You can see somebody like book it across the roof from where they thought the shot came from. And then later on you look and there's like police tape up there. So I mean, whoever took that shot, I mean, it was 200 yards away and got him right in the neck. I think they hit his spine. If you watch the videos, I mean, he immediately just is dead. Like, his spine is completely severed. He does the fencing. If you ever see somebody who's dying, they do a fencing response. Your arm goes up like this. It's like, it's this weird biological response we have whenever we're like close to death or about to die. Yeah, exactly. Who was talking about the 3 kids that got killed in Colorado yesterday? Who goes online and freaks out and cries when a bunch of Palestinians are murdered by the IDF? Like, don't act like you're so morally offended that I'm not like crying with you that Charlie Kirk got shot. Give me a fucking break. And Kettlebell was in Doggo's chat and he was trying to say, well, you know, what about George Floyd? Like, what? Like, some of you guys are really good faith and you do like engaging with me, and some of y'all are like, deep down to your core, you're just little trolls, and it shows. And he's definitely one of them. And he won't ever show up in my stream because he likes to engage with me in chat, because he can just ignore me in chat. In the stream, if he wants to talk to me, then I'll let him have it. I got no problem with it. I lost probably 3 or 4 friends on Facebook last night. People who wanted to try to come and puff their chest out to me and act like I wasn't showing the proper amount of contrition about somebody being shot in the neck. And I did what I always do, and I made him look fucking stupid. Like, don't come at me thinking that you've got moral superiority on shit like this, because you don't. Like, I'll get hot about this stuff. Were you guys posting memorials and sad clips and stuff when Hein Rajab got killed by the IDF? 5-year-old girl who was gunned down by a tank in a car while she was on the phone with Red Crescent. And then when the aid workers tried to come in and rescue her, they machine gunned them as well. Did anybody post about that? Did anybody give a shit? Like, this is what America is now. This is what happens when, since 2015, since that dumb motherfucker came down the escalator and said, I'm running for president, it's been 10 fucking years of ratcheting up the language, ratcheting up the divisiveness, the hate for people, the disgusting rhetoric, the grab them by the pussy. Like, don't act like this isn't the natural end of all that stuff. This is the stuff that I talk about. This is why I'm like, I want to move overseas, because eventually you may run into somebody who has got nothing to lose and they got a gun, because we think everybody in this fucking country should have millions of guns, and then you're dead. This is what America is. This is what this country is. It's a failing country. Well, I mean, I know what you're saying. Like, I know it's cool to be like, oh, none of this matters to me. Like, politics is boring. Politics is really frustrating. It can get people emotional sometimes, but it literally affects how you live your life. So you should at least be engaged on some level and figure out, like, where do I stand on principled issues? Like, what's my line? I know what my line is. If somebody tries to come fuck with me or my family, they're going to get shot. And that's the way it is. Like, I don't have any good feelings for this country. I don't have any internal need to want to protect this country. When I was a kid, sure, I had the same kind of patriotism that a lot of us had growing up, because the America that gets fed to you when you're younger is the sanitized version. And now it's like, there's no way to even do that. There's so much ugliness and disgusting shit everywhere. Like, you can't sanitize what America is now. It's just, I mean, here you go on Instagram, you see somebody get shot in the neck. Oh, well, life moves on. It's really funny to me that people are like, this is going to change things. This is really gonna, they're gonna have to do something. No, we're not. Did we do anything when Sandy Hook happened? Did we do anything when Uvalde happened? Did we do anything when thousands and thousands of people get killed in inner city violence from these fucking guns? We didn't do shit. We're not going to do anything. In a week, it'll be forgotten about. But his kids and his wife will have to live with it for the rest of their lives, which is really sad. This isn't going to change a goddamn thing. You think any of those people are going to go, well, we got to do something about guns, or we got to, what might happen is you might have a bunch of people saying, we need to take guns away from Democrats. We need to take guns away from transgender people, even though we have no idea if it was a Democrat. We have no idea if it was a transgender person. It could have been a Republican who just didn't like the way that Kirk represented the Republican Party, just like the guy who shot at Trump. That's that weird little kid who shot at Trump. He wasn't a Democrat. He was a Republican who felt like Trump was poisoning the party. Like, everybody wants to jump to conclusions and fill in the blank on whoever they think it was, because that's what fits their worldview. But They haven't caught the guy. And if they don't catch this guy, it's going to be really, really bad. It's going to be really bad. Because then it's like you can just pick and choose whoever you think it was. It's just like when the United Healthcare CEO got shot. And everybody was all, oh, when people on the left were like, yeah, that's what happens when you spend your entire fucking career telling people that they don't get coverage, telling people that they're going to die, making it impossible to get coverage or get treatment for their disease. That's the cost of doing business, man. I guess you probably shouldn't have been a profiteer on people's well-being. Like, this is what happens when you push people too far, and you're starting to see the effects of that. And right now it's just, one-off shootings here and there, but it may turn into something worse. Yeah, it's very ironic, isn't it? And everybody gets very offended when you post that quote from him. Everybody gets really offended. How could you say that? How could you use his own words against, like, give me a fucking break. The dude thought that it's no big deal if school shootings happen and if people, get shot, as long as I get to keep my guns. How profoundly lacking in empathy that type of sentiment is. Like, think about that. And then you go, okay, well, I wonder if he thinks it's worth it now. Like, he's dead. Was it worth it? Dying at 31, leaving your 2 kids behind, leaving your wife behind. I hope it was worth it. Like, sorry you got shot, man, but you helped create this country. You helped create a country where it's just another fucking day when someone gets shot in the neck on live television or on social media or whatever. You were part of that. Doesn't mean that you deserve to be shot, but that's what happens. So whoever's here live, I know there's not many people here live, or whoever wants to watch this after the fact, and they can debate me on my positions on this stuff. They can try to learn a little more, or they can just completely misrepresent what I said. Like Kettlebell, telling me that I was celebrating it. Do I look like I'm celebrating right now? Like, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off that this is what this country is. This is the country that I have to raise my kid in. This is the country that I have to turn on the news every single day and see how much we absolutely fucking hate each other. It's disgusting. Fuck this country. It's getting everything that it deserved. Everything it deserves based on what it is. We reelected Donald Trump. Are you fucking kidding me? Go back and watch the shit on January 6th. Like, we reelected that guy. Empathy went bye-bye a long time ago. I don't give a fuck about this country. There's a pause in the rant. Yep. One of the best quotes I've ever heard is in an OK Go song. It's like, nothing ever doesn't change, but nothing changes much. It's very, very true. It's like the only changes that ever happen are changes that make everything worse. And then you combine that with like having to age while you're going through it, and like it just freaks you out, dude. When you have like people that depend on you and you have responsibilities in life, and you can't go through the day without getting some kind of reminder that this country is like in the middle of the fucking collapse. It's so fucking daunting every single day. How are y'all doing? Someone else should comment. Someone should calm me down. Because I'm hot right now. Maybe it's the coffee. I don't have a lot going on today. I really don't have anything going on today. I need to clean my house. That's pretty much it. Because my mother-in-law gets here tonight. It's a long day. I got to go through the workday, and then we have her cheer practice tonight. And then my mother-in-law's flight gets in at like 8:30. So it's going to be, it's like I don't have anything like pressing that needs to get done here in the office today, but I still have a long day. So it's whatever. Here you go. Here, I'll read this to y'all. This like sums it up perfectly. I'm sorry, but the combination of maudlin moralizing and bad faith concern trolling from the absolute worst people on earth is impossible for me not to poke at. If you've defended Israel, if you've defended alligator Alcatraz, if you've defended masked Gestapo thugs kidnapping people off the street, if you've ever defended drone assassinations or beeper bombings or Gitmo or kill lists, then how on earth are you going to pretend that political violence actually offends you in some way or hurts your bleeding heart? If you demand solemnity and grace for this, and I don't see 80,000 posts pleading for the same for murdered Palestinians on your wall, then what should I make of that? If this act of political violence shakes you to your core in a way that years of genocide didn't, then why should anyone listen to you? Every single day for years has been a constant slideshow of death and dismemberment and starvation and murder and the evilest acts being perpetrated against an entire civilization, including children. Even if I wanted to shed a tear for this asshole, who the fuck still has tears left? Like anybody who wants to say that this is just the greatest moral outrage ever, they don't really care. They don't care about this shit. They're a bunch of bad faith actors. You're not going to shame me into feeling bad for some fucking guy who liked to say a bunch of shit on the internet, taking one in the neck. Not happening. It's so funny seeing people put his picture next to Martin Luther King. Give me a fucking break. Martin Luther King and Charlie Kirk. Yeah, one and the same, right? Did you guys see the video where he's talking to a 14-year-old girl and she's asking like she doesn't know what to do, if she should go to college or like what her plan should be, and he literally tells her to just like be a broodmare. Like you can go down the list. There are so many quotes from him that are just like absolutely repugnant that all of a sudden nobody wants you to bring up. It's just like with Trump. These people that are like, oh, don't take his words literally. Don't use what he literally says. That's not fair. Like, he was literally under a banner that said, prove me wrong. And he's talking about gun violence and he gets shot in the neck. Like, if it was a movie, I would like roll my eyes at how utterly on the nose that is. It's like God, it's like if God's real, he's fucking with us. He's literally answering. And like, it's just funny too, because he wasn't even arguing his point well. The kid that was asking him questions was like, how many transgender mass shooters have there been? And he's all like smug, like, too many, haha. There've been 5. There've been 5 in the last 10 years. And then the kid asks, okay, how many total mass shooters have there been in the last 10 years? And he goes, counting or not counting gang violence. Like, he's just such a smug little fucking prick. He thinks that it's like, that's not even an argument. Gang violence and gang shootings are not classified as mass shootings. A mass shooting is when one perpetrator kills multiple people in an event, whether it's planned or it happens right then. So he's trying to make a smug little point. He's using his little dog whistle to denigrate black people and say that it's all gang violence, and immediately gets shot in the neck. Whoops. Life comes at you fast. Anybody who wants to act like anything I'm saying is offending them or outraged, please link me to the post you made when Nancy Pelosi's husband got beat with a hammer, where you were hoping that he recovered. Please link me that post, and then I'll take back everything I said. Link me the post where you talked about the Palestinian killings, the bombing of the Al-Aqsa hospital or the mosque. Like, show me where you made those posts. Show me that you're consistent with this shit, and then I'll take back everything I said. I'll wait. I'll probably be on another few minutes. And then if anybody wants to watch this after the fact and get an actual read on what my position is, then they can read it or they can view it. But I'm sure nobody will. Nobody gives a damn. They'll just try to troll in chats and make me go, why do I hang out here? I'm nothing but nice and deferential to most of you guys. I try to help you with your problems. Like, I give my own experience. I share my own problems. And the reaction is to say that I'm celebrating some guy getting shot in the neck. Like, why do I hang out? I got better shit to do. I don't know if mad is the right word. I'm pissed off in general about like what's going on. But no, I'm not mad. If I say I'm mad at him, that's what he wants. I'm not mad. It's like, if you want to actually have a conversation, or if you want to actually like have a debate, then debate me. But he won't debate me because whenever I try to talk with him about something, like in a chat, he just ignores it. So he's a troll. He likes to troll. He's hoping that he gets you riled up, which is why he's bringing up George Floyd. Like, who the fuck cares about George Floyd? Like, you're trying to make a comparison between George Floyd and Charlie Kirk. Like, you've lost the plot, buddy. It doesn't matter anyway, though, Laffy, because he never comes here. He never shows up in my stream. I've asked him about it before. He doesn't reply to me or tell me why. He'll show up in everybody else's streams, though. What is? What, George Floyd? It's just a distraction. It's just to distract you from the point. It's the people that are really bad at debating. That's what they do. They do a bunch of whataboutism. They try to divert you into something else, or they make you define a term. They'll be like, you need to define this term for me because I don't understand what you're talking about. And what they're trying to do is get you off of actually having the debate and get you into a semantics argument. And that's what he likes to do. I mean, it's baby talk. It's silly. It's dumb. He doesn't even know what I think about George Floyd. I don't have any fucking opinion on George Floyd. The stuff that I do have an opinion about was all the unrest and shit that happened afterwards, and people trying to pretend like the country was on fire when there were protests. Like, yeah, some businesses got broken into. It wasn't like the end of the country. But it doesn't fucking matter anyway because it's 2025. It's not 2020. It's baby talk. It's 12-year-old debate tactics. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go get a coffee. Bye.